Hello and welcome on Thomas Geiger Car. Today with the brand new Mercedes X-Klasse. Mercedes has lots of models, but this is maybe one of the most interesting ones because it's the first time that the Stuttgart brand is entering the pickup segment. And it's the first time that there's some luxury in the truck business. Because this car, which is based on the Nissan Navara and the Renault Alaskan, does not only come with a payload of about a ton and the big trunk bed. No, it comes with leather, it comes with all the driving assistance systems, and it comes with the big Mercedes star. If that's really worth the premium, and if the car not only looks different but also drives different than all the other pickups you might know, that's what we're gonna find out here on Thomas Geiger Car. So please join me on my first test drive. In the first run, the X-Klasse will only be available with 4-cylinder engines that are coming from Nissan. A 2.3 liter diesel engine with 160 or 190 horsepower, and for certain markets also a 4-cylinder petrol engine with about 160 horsepower. You might know the engines from Nissan, but the feeling with the engines is different in Mercedes because Mercedes did quite a lot of work improving noise, vibration and harshness. So the ride is more silent, more smooth, more comfortable, just more Mercedes. And there will be a Mercedes engine in the near future. A 3-liter V6 diesel with 258 horsepower, and that's gonna be the first pickup in this segment going more than 200 kilometers per hour. The X-Klasse might look premium, but it's a true workhorse with traditional all-wheel drive with separate diff lock and low range. That is the reason why I can go through deep holes like we have it here, just slowly, and I can climb steep hills. I have a big incline at the side, everything quite easy. With the rear diff engaged, I can even crawl up steady and bad hill roads like this one here. So I got more than 100% incline and the car is just crawling upwards. Ground clearance is about 22 centimeters, enough to climb some rocks. The X-Klasse might look premium, but it's a true workhorse with a traditional 4x4 drivetrain with a low range system and a separate differential lock at the rear axle. That makes the car extremely capable. I got a side inclination of almost 50 degrees and can crawl steep hills like that even sideways. And with the diff lock engaged, I can climb steady hills with an incline of more than 100% easily without any traction problems, as we see it here. Ground clearance is about 22 centimeters, so enough to climb over rocks or fallen trees without getting the car damaged. And if it goes downhill, you just press downhill speed regulation and the car is braking on its own. The engineers told me that it's more capable than a Mercedes GLC or GLE, and it's almost getting close to the legendary G-Klasse. So where a G-Klasse can go, the X-Klasse is not very far. Something that makes the difference between the X-Klasse and many other pickups is the infotainment system. Not only because you got all the apps and all the functionality that you know, for example, from a GLE or a GLC. No, especially the 360-degree camera system really helps when you drive a car of the size as the X-Klasse. It's 5.40 meters and it's really big, and it's difficult to cruise with that through a dense city or to do off-road like here. And it really helps if you see the car from all the perspectives, because that makes sure you don't get any dents or scratches while crawling through the rocks or finding a parking spot. The X-Klasse is based on the Nissan Navara, but Mercedes has done a tremendous job in improving the Nissan and getting it up to Mercedes quality. So you see the navigation screen and the command controls that you know, for example, from the GLC. You got a beautiful cockpit with a big colorful display in the middle. You got a traditional Mercedes steering wheel and you got nice materials. It's not as premium and luxurious as in a GLC or in a GLE, but for a commercial vehicle, it's pretty much the best you can get at the moment. Thanks for joining me on that first test drive with the new Mercedes X-Klasse. For me, a real interesting entry to the pickup segment, because it's really the first time that there's some luxury in the truck business. Probably it's not the most comfortable Mercedes that you can get, and if you like to compare it with a GLE or a GLS, you definitely would need some other engines. But maybe time will come and maybe even AMG might discover that vehicle. Until that, it's at least the most luxurious pickup you can get and the perfect car to take it over the weekend after a hard week of work. Thank you, tschüss and bye-bye.